In this lesson, we are going to go over our fingers, both our left-hand fingers and our right-hand fingers. Again, for you left-handed guitar players who play the opposite way, things will just be in reverse. And I apologize again for the right-handed bias I have, and for the whole world, really. We're sorry about that. It's not fair, but what can we do? So first, let's go over our fretting fingers and how we number them. We generally do not use thumb. Every now and then we may do a little trick like bring a thumb up and get a low string right here. And a lot of times when students first start, they want to do stuff like this. They want to use their thumb on top. But generally we don't do that. So a poor thumb does not get a number. This is your first finger, your second, your third, and your fourth on your left hand, on your fretting hand. For those of you who played piano growing up, that may be a little bit weird because in piano, of course, thumb is your first finger. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. But here we are not counting the thumb. First, second, third, fourth. Okay, it may take a little getting used to, but it's not too bad. If you played another instrument like the violin or something like that, then you're going to be fine. Same finger numbers as we used, okay? And whenever we use these fingers over here to push a fret down, we went over the right way to push the fret down in the previous lesson. Kind of towards the sound hole side, make sure it's down all the way, make sure you're generally on the tip of your finger. But what about if we're adding fingers, like I'm playing with different fingers? Can I just play them one at a time, like that? Sure I can. The key is to have good technique is you want to keep your fingers fairly close to the fretboard. At first, you are likely to want to play like this, with your fingers kind of splaying out everywhere. You have to just relax, let your finger just sit there, and it's okay if they come up a little bit, but try not to let them splay out. That may take a little practice. Now, if you want to keep, like say I'm playing my third finger here, is it okay if I keep these pushed down if I want to behind the third finger? Absolutely. Because remember, the string is stopped from here now, so it's really only ringing from here down to the bridge area. So whatever I do behind it does not change the pitch at all. And sometimes this can be great technique. If you're playing something that moves kind of quickly, then it may be to your benefit to add and subtract fingers instead of playing them all separately. But it's okay. Don't get too worried about it if your fingers are coming up a little bit. Again, just try to train them not to come far away from the string. So first, second, third, and fourth fingers are how we're going to define what fingers we use, whether we're playing chords, multiple notes at once, or just a single note line. Let's talk about the right hand now. This is different. It would be confusing if we used the same numbers over here. If I said, why don't you play that with your second finger? You're thinking, oh, you mean here? Oh, or here, right? Which way? So we just get rid of that altogether by using letters over with the right hand. This is going to seem a little odd at first, but it's okay. What do we call thumb? Can we just call it thumb? Sure, that's fine. But when it's on our music, it may be referred to as the letter P, which seems kind of random, right? But it's because it comes from the Spanish word for thumb, pulgar, P. All right? So right now I want you to use P, and I want you to pluck a couple of strings on your guitar. Just kind of get the feel for it. There you go. Now, what random letter might this one be? It's I. So if you call it index finger, you're in good luck. Okay, it's indice in Spanish. So we call this one I. A lot of times students will want to pluck this way at first, but no, you're actually going to pluck up towards yourself with I. So why don't you come down to maybe these first and second and third strings and try playing some strings with I, with index. Very good. So we have P and we have I. M. Hooray, right? You thought it was going to be Q, didn't you? No. It's M for middle, or media in Spanish. So M. So let's try this. Same thing as with I. We're going to pluck it up this way. Okay, very good. These are going to be the primary three fingers we use. This finger, annular, is referred to as A. We will use it at some point as well. P, I, M, A. We're not going to worry about pinky right now. Okay? So, but for now, PIM. That's what we're going to use. And we're going to do a little exercise right now to learn about PIM. I want you to put P, your thumb, on the third string. I want you to put I, index, on your second string. And I want you to put M, your middle finger, on first string. So there you go. And now what I want you to try is this. Watch. I want you to try going P, I, M. Try it again. P, I, M. Now let's add one more. P, I, M, I. So we're kind of coming back. P, I, M, I. Okay? Maybe try to get it going a little bit. P, I, M, I, P. As you were doing this exercise, try not to play super quietly. Like this, okay? Also, don't kill it. You know, we don't need any blisters right now. Your fingers aren't used to playing this. What I would recommend is to play firmly, because we do want to build the muscle coordination in your fingers, and that's not going to happen if you play super quietly. But we also don't want to get blisters, so kind of play firmly. Sometimes I call it the 10% rule. Play about 10% louder than you would just naturally play. All right? So that's one of your exercises I want you to try is P, I, M, I, P, I, M, I. And we will play several songs that use similar patterns to that. So we covered our fingering numbers with our left hand and how to play on the frets. And we talked about how to letter our right hand fingers and play with them.